Ioana Talk Plants?
Mid-April, here on Pacific Rim Institute Prairie Remnant, together with shooting star, broadleaf shooting star, or Henderson shooting star, Primula hendersonii, family Primulaceae, from first, as they bloom very early in spring, and hendersonii in honor of plant collector Louis Henderson. He recognized it as very similar to Primula media on the eastern side of North America, and he sent the sample to Asa Gray, Harvard botany professor and the most important American botanist of the 19th century, also close correspondent of Charles Darwin. Cousins, other primulas, of course Primula media that looks very similar on eastern North America, but also primulas in Eurasia, such as Primula viris, Primula elatior, and even cyclamens, with whom they share this unusual bent back type petals. Primula hendersonii and other shooting stars are spring ephemerals. They bloom early and they take advantage of the few pollinators early in spring, and then they become dormant throughout the drier summer months. Leaves are all arranged in a rosette, very tight to the ground, and they are ovate to elliptical, and slightly not fleshy, but relatively thick. The scape, or the leafless flowering stem, ends in an umbel with 2 to several flowers. The flowers usually have 5 sepals and 5 petals, but they can vary. The flowers have these very unusual reflexed petals, which expose the stamens, which are very tightly arranged around the pistil, and then the stigmites protruding very slightly. The base of the petals, it's also a different color. So the petals are usually magenta or pink and occasionally white, while the base around the anthers, in fact around the stamens, it's yellowish white, which it's more attracting to its pollinators. The reflexed petals and the lack of nectar offer, like other primulas do, it's a direct correlation with their buzz pollination. They do not offer nectar, but they offer more pollen, which is very important to the pollinators that can do this type of sonication, high-frequency buzzing or buzz pollination, to release the pollen from their very tight stamens. And those are bumblebees and other bees. The flowers are pendant or pendulous, while the petals are bent back. After pollination, fertilization occurs inside of the ovary and the ovules, and eventually the petals drop out and the whole flower straightens up, shooting for the stars. The ovary develops into a capsule, eventually opens up when the seeds inside are mature, and it just rattles in the wind, spreading a few seeds today and maybe a few more seeds tomorrow when it might be windier. Primula, it's a new genus for this particular group with bent back sepals. Till recently they were called dodecathion, which simply means 12 gods in Greek, referring to their beauty, like flowers of the gods. And also relatively similar to cyclamens, which are on Mount Olympus and the 12 gods of the Greek mythology. This particular species of Primula or shooting star, Primula hendersonii, it's native to western Washington and Oregon, and it goes north to southwestern British Columbia and south to northern California. Primula hendersonii can be found in prairies like this one. It also does well in open forest and forest edge. If you have any land in these locations where this particular primula is native to, and you want to add more color to your spring, this is a species you can encourage and nurture.